how could someone go about building a phenomenal culture?
I think the bedrock of all cultures is a value system, right? And values, how do you define values, right? Values is essentially principles, right? On the basis of which you decide how you're going to act or behave given the same situation versus someone else if they were placed in the same situation. So um, if you have a shared system of values, then you can say that you belong to the same culture, right? And so therefore the way you act, behave, to certain situations will be different as a different culture, right? And that's what defines everything. So what you see is is the other half of the iceberg, which is all the manifestations of it, which is the behaviors and the language and how we smile and how we react, how we get emotional or how we dismiss something. But at the bedrock of it is this value system. So what makes a great culture is for the leaders to sit down and really think about what's the kind of culture that they would like to have, and therefore what are the kind of values they would want people working in an organization to share with each other, right?
Mhm.
And once you have that, and everybody signs up on the dotted line, so to speak, because nobody really signs a document, but you look at those principles and values and say, well, this is what works in this place, and this is what is not expected of anyone in this place. And that's when you get the right employee through the front door, and employees who never leave or partners who never leave. So typically I've found that, great relationships at work also result from maybe mini or subcultures within cultures, right? Because people have intense sort of shared sense of belonging around certain values more than with someone else, right? And that's why they feel that they can really relate to that person. They can be open and vulnerable about their feelings and their weaknesses, etc. So I think the cultures make you feel secure, and the reason for that is that everybody is guided by the same values, and these define the boundaries and decide what's right and what's wrong.